The War Against Reality, Truth, Deception, and the Anti-Ontological Posture by S.C. Sayles. The War Against Reality is one of the most penetrating, unsettling, and clarifying works written for a generation drowning in illusion. In this bold and uncompromising volume, philosopher-theologian S.C. Sayles argues that deception is far more than a moral misstep or cultural phenomenon. It is a direct revolt against the structure of being itself. A lie does not merely distort facts, it attempts to inhabit God's world while rejecting God's interpretation of it. Deception is therefore not only immoral, it is anti-ontological, anti-creational, and anti-logos. We live in an age shaped by curated identities, digital surfaces, algorithmic simulation, ideological storytelling, psychological self-invention, and what Sayles calls ambient deception, falsehood as environment rather than event. Modern individuals have not merely begun to tell lies, they have begun to inhabit them, generating private interpretive worlds that must be constantly reinforced against reality. Drawing deeply from Scripture, classical Reformed theology, metaphysics, patristic reflection, and moral philosophy, Sayles develops a logos-centered account of truth in which deception is exposed as a jurisdictional crime, the creature attempting to speak with the authority of the Creator. From Eden to contemporary ideological movements, the lie functions not by inventing a new world, but by reframing God's world against God. Readers are guided through a rigorous and illuminating examination of creation as revealed order, which makes all deception parasitic and fragile. The serpent's lie as jurisdictional rebellion, not merely factual contradiction. The moral psychology of self-deception, hardness, blindness, and negative reality. Counterfeit revelation, false prophecy, and deceptive spiritualities. Ideology as sincere deception, where conviction replaces authority. Why lying is never righteous, dismantling every popular ethical loophole. A full biblical treatment of every disputed problem text, Rahab, the Hebrew midwives, David at Nob, Michal's flight, Samuel's mission to Bethlehem, Jesus' concealment, and especially 2 Thessalonians 2:11, defended with exacting Reformed exegesis. Confession as ontological repair, realignment of the soul with truth. Eschatology as disclosure, not negotiation, the collapse of all unreality. Why eternity is the death of the lie, and why deception cannot survive the brightness of Christ. At the heart of the book lies one of Sayles' most significant contributions to moral theology, the transformation of Aristotle's ancient square of opposition into a full moral taxonomy of human speech. This groundbreaking appendix shows why truth, untruth, lie, and unlie are the four possible moral states of speech, why accuracy is not the same as righteousness, why some truth-telling is weaponized deception, why Satan quotes Scripture truthfully yet sinfully, why error is creaturely, but deception is satanic. How intention, not only correspondence, determines moral standing, how every word reveals allegiance either to the Logos or against him. This appendix alone represents a theological innovation of major significance, providing pastors, ethicists, and theologians with a tool that clarifies centuries of confusion surrounding speech, deception, and moral evaluation. Sayles brings Augustine, Calvin, Turretin, Bavinck, Voss, Owen, and Van Til into analytical conversation, but always as witnesses, never as arbiters. In a world where lies feel safe and truth feels dangerous, Sayles reminds the Church that truth is not reckless, truth is faithful.